Hi everyone, this is Jimmy Waters, and today I'm going to bring you a recorded performance from probably my favorite work of this year's course, Fyodor Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment, more specifically pages 489 and 490 of the work. Now, in this scene, Raskolnikov finally works up the courage to confess his horrendous crime. Svidrigailov! Svidrigailov shot himself! What? Do you know Svidrigailov? Yes, I know him. But he hadn't been here long.
Yes, that is so. He had lost his wife, was a man of reckless habits, and shot himself. And in such a shocking way, too. He left in his notebook a few words. That he died in full possession of his faculties, and that no one was to blame for his death. He had money, they say. How did you come to know him?
I was acquainted. My sister was governess in his family.
Bah. Then no doubt you could tell us something about him. You had no suspicion?
I saw him yesterday. He was drinking wine. I knew nothing. Raskolnikov felt as though something had fallen on him and was stifling him. You've turned pale again. So stuffy here. Yes, I must go, muttered Raskolnikov. Excuse me for troubling you.
Not at all. As often as you like. It's a pleasure to see you, and I'm glad to say so.
Ilya Petrovich held out his hand. I only wanted... I came to see Zamitov.
I understand. And it's a pleasure to see you.
I am very glad. Goodbye. Raskolnikov smiled. He went out. He reeled. He was overtaken with giddiness and did not know what he was doing. He began going down the stairs, supporting himself with his right hand against the wall. He fancied that a porter pushed past him on his way upstairs to the police office, that a dog in the lower story kept up a shrill barking, and that a woman flung a rolling pin at it and shouted. He went down and out into the yard. There, not far from the entrance, stood Sonia, pale and horror-stricken. She looked wildly at him. He stood still before her. There was a look of poignant agony, of despair in her face. She clasped her hands. His lips worked in an ugly, meaningless smile. He stood silent for a minute, grinned, and went back to the police office. Ilya Petrovich had sat down and was rummaging among some papers. Before him stood the same peasant who had pushed by on the stairs.
Hello? Back again? Have you left something behind?
What's the matter? Raskolnikov, with white lips and staring eyes, came slowly nearer. He walked right to the table, leaned his hand on it, tried to say something, but could not. Only incoherent sounds were audible. You are feeling ill. A chair. Here. Sit down. Some water. Raskolnikov dropped onto a chair, but he kept his eyes fixed on the face of Ilya Petrovich, which expressed unpleasant surprise. Both looked at one another for a minute and waited. Water was brought. It was I, began Raskolnikov.
Drink some water.
Raskolnikov refused the water with his hand, and softly and brokenly, but distinctly said, "It was I killed the old pawnbroker woman and their sister Lizaveta with an axe, and dropped them." Ilya Petrovich opened his mouth. People ran up on all sides. Raskolnikov repeated his statement.